Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Robopac Tech Hub Plus digital channel. If you don't know us, we are global leader in end-of-line packaging machines. We have more than 1,500 staff, 9 plants, and 15 sales agencies. Now, first and foremost, we can boast an installed machine base all over the world exceeding 150,000 units. Every single day, they take care of the packaging operations that take place in every single company in many different sectors. Today, we are here to present to you how the Robopac machinery solutions will be able to improve the packaging operations inside the fruits and vegetables sector, reducing at a minimum the use of resources, money, investment, physical resources, environmental resources by giving top care to the products we treat. So, innovative technological solutions, they are eco-sustainable, they can be offered for the entire production process from the seed to the transport of the finished product to the point of sale. Our experts are now ready to show you our actions while working. Now, before giving the floor to them, I'd like to remind you that at every moment during our presentation, you can ask information. So use the chat, which is located onto our digital platform. It will be a pleasure for us to answer live. Now, if you are interested into our solution from our company, well, we will be even happier to make sure you will be contacted by one of our local authorized dealers to give you a top qualified advice. So let's take a deep dive now in fruits and vegetables and let's discover together the Robopac machinery solutions. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure for me to introduce Robo S7. This is our latest addition to our robots. Thanks to the multi-level control and power drive technology patented by us, allows to wrap and stabilize pallets of fruits and vegetables. Now, the result is a pallet that, of course, will reach the final destination in excellent conditions. You can transport this to the fruit and vegetable processing industry or the distribution system or large retailers. This is what we've done. We've taken a pallet. You can see here some red delicious apples, and we've located it here inside our showroom. Now, there's something special of these fruit pallets. On average, they are very heavy. They cannot rotate, so no rotation, because you can see here we have columns of overlaying trays. And once again, the packaging has to allow fruits and vegetables to breathe. So, of course, you cannot, have an airtight wrapping. Usually we use cardboard angles with a plastic sort of tape like this one. But if you weld it like this, well, it doesn't change its shape, it doesn't deformate, so there's no flexion possible during transport, which is necessary because you know what happens during transport. The product may be deformated because of acceleration and deceleration. So once again, if you are, let's say, too tight, well, this is not what you need on the market. This is the reason why we don't need this kind of plastic tape. So we've taken our classic traditional standard and we've put it onto our carriage in our Bologna Tech Lab. And here we have created a dynamic test, the so-called 05G. This is an acceleration test in order to comply to the European regulation from 2014. This is the pallet we've taken. This is the height, 2.3 meter. You can see here 4 cardboard corners, 6 plastic strap windings. The total is 3,432 apples, which is 750 kilos. We put it onto our, let's say, carriage, and then we generated the acceleration test. So let's see, let's enjoy the video. this is what happens. You see, the product accelerates 0.5 g, and of course it slips back. The problem is that it comes off from the, let's say, a wooden pallet. So this means that the lower trays receive all the weight, and there's a collapse of the product. This is an interesting detail. This is a picture. I've taken 3,400 apples on the ground that you cannot use, you cannot sell, and this means around 1,200 euros. Now, we have adopted another solution with the Robo S7. So we have wrapped the same pallet with no cardboard corners, no plastic, if you will, strap. But in this case, we have, once again, a specific rope. Now, this means that the film is a sort of a rope, which is basically what we did before with plastic tape. But the advantage is that the rope is extensible. So we've taken the same pallet, you can see it here. Once again, we have wrapped it with a macro perforated film used as a rope, and we have put it into the carriage in our lab. We have repeated the 0.5 g acceleration test, and this is the video. Now, in a few words, of course, the product tries to slip back, but it doesn't collapse thanks to the rope. And once again, it is intact. This is what we managed to do on these pallets, which are very special. Now, we did more than this. We have analyzed, the costs with the standard systems and the macro perforated system, plus the rope. Now, this is what we knew already, but the unit cost of the material for the wrapping of every single pallet is very different. So let me share with you some details. Now, if you have the 4 cardboard corners and the 6 strapping rings, well, the cost is around 2 euros. Now, if you wrap the pallet with the stretch film and the rope, basically we have 350 grams of stretch film, the cost is around 1 euro. So this means we reduce the cost by 50%. Don't forget, we can use this kind of rope also on the pallet. It's impossible to reach this very low level with plastic systems. Now, this means, that our machine allows to have a very short return on investment. At the same time, even the CTO, so the total cost of ownership for the user, is absolutely small. As you can see here in this traditional iceberg picture, the initial investment, which is the emerged floating part, is basically the same. Let's say that with Robopac it's a little bit higher, but look at the unexpected, unforeseen costs that you don't see, so they are under the water. They are much smaller than the average competitor's costs. If you purchase a Robopac machine, you have a packaging solution, you can transport your pallet in an ideal condition, but you also have a very quick return on investment. This is another important piece of information. This machine meets especially the fruits and vegetables market needs. Basically, what we need is self-moving machines. You have to move the machines because these products are very seasonal. So, of course, you have to have the machine where you need it. With the Robo S7, this is easy. You just have to act or activate, the handle, and of course you can move the machine. There's an internal battery, so a tubular plate, so it's industrial battery. You can wrap more than 250 pallets with just one charge. Now, without further ado, I really would like to give the floor to Robo S7. Don't forget to come back to us if you need information. I just have to click on Start on the machine that I have already preset for you. So during the wrapping, the machine will take care of this beautiful apples pallet. Thank you. Since ever, as a consumer or as a producer or sellers of fruits and vegetables, what we want is to preserve the freshness of this product, which is so delicate. Now, on the market, you will find many different types of machines that will help you package fruits and vegetables. Why? Well, because we want to meet the needs of customers. Customers want to purchase a product quickly, being able to choose product onto the shelves of supermarkets. Now, if the package is perfect and intact, well, consumers will think that the product inside will have the same quality standard. Now, there's another need we would like to consider recently. Well, we want to be certain that the product inside the shelves of the supermarket is not tampered with. Now, the machine that can really take up this challenge, so tamper-proof in terms of products and product freshness, well, the right machine is the heat shrink machine. So today I'm introducing Combitac. Now, Combitac is made by Robopac. This machine is extremely quick. It allows you to package 50 products a minute, which means 3,000 products an hour. As you can see here, the machine is quite small, it is compact, as the welding part, but also the retraction or shrinkage tunnel are included into one single block. So it meets the need of reducing space. This machine is also extremely flexible, thanks to the possibility to program up to 100 recipes. So, as you can see, today we are packaging carrots on small trays. Later, we will have another need, for example, apples or any other kind of vegetables. Well, thanks to our programs that you can very quickly set, we are able to, once again, very quickly change the function of the machine. So let's see together the final result that we are able to obtain thanks to this machine. As you can see here, the product is in a stable position inside the tray. And what is also important is that this is a very small quantity of film that we have used for this packaging operation, much less than any manual packaging operation. Do not hesitate to ask for information on all the other machines of the heat shrink range. Don't forget to visit our website, robopac.com. You will also find plenty of technical details. You can also refer to us. Thank you. Good morning. Master Wrap HD is the one of the latest rotating arms from Robopac. This is for the fruits and vegetables. It can wrap heavy pallets that cannot rotate. It is possible to leave the pallet on the floor, and the rotating arm supporting the film coil will, of course, take care of the wrapping operation. Now, this is the PGS system. In this case, we can stretch the film up to 3.5 times the original length, so the pre-stretch is 350%. The name is HD, heavy duty, because it can, lift this kind of reel whose weight is 20 kilos. With this kind of reel, you can package many pallets before replacing the depleted coil with a new one. So basically no downtime. This is a roll container, very difficult to wrap because of 3 wheels, thanks to our patented catch on the ground. So we just have to do like this inside the catch to block it, and we rotate it like this so the other wheel can touch the bar. We can now do like this, so we need the film in a very ergonomic position, so there is no problem for the operator. So the rotating arm will take care of moving all the way down, and then of course this is the most uncomfortable operation for the operator, which is usually the pallet. We just click start, 3 beeps, this is of course for safety, The machine will start accelerating. It has an inverter. It will reach the maximum speed, which is 11 rounds per minute. So we are wrapping, packaging the bottom of the trolley or roll container. As for the tightening, this is of course what we need for the product. So the machine will go all the way up because it comes with a photo cell that sees the height of every single pallet. The machine is very quiet. In this case, the thickness is 23 microns. Once again, it is an extensible film. It can be pre-stretched 250%. In this case, once again, we are wrapping the so-called high rounds, so we take care of the top of the product. Now the system will now stop at the very preset ergonomic height. It slows down, so we have a phased stop. So this is what the operator has to do. You just have to go close to the machine and cut the film like this, and then you will reposition like this on the pallet. So we can remove the product that we have just packaged, and I'd like to show you that the footprint is really very small, only 2.5 by 3 meters. Now the machine also comes with the optional R-Connect device. We can remotely control performances, for example the number of pallets wrapped, the quantity of film used per pallet, per shift or per day, and possible recurring abnormalities. The machine is specially made for fruits and vegetables, no devices on the ground, so it can work in washable or wet environments. Thank you so much for your attention. Please don't hesitate if you have questions. Hello everyone, I'm presenting you a shape former. This is automatic and the name is Superbox. On the other side, I'm introducing a Robotape CF. This is basically a flap closing machine. Now, this is the typical mini line purchased by our customers in order to form the box and tape it automatically. So what you see here, this is the so-called American box with double flaps up and down. It is a typical box in terms of transporting products to distribution centers. It can also be a sort of a further protection package for food products. It is often used now for home deliveries. So also in terms of fruits and vegetables, so this is one of the best and most used packs. So back to Superbox. As I said before, this is an automatic forming machine able to form up to 12 boxes a minute. 720 boxes can be formed in an hour. Now this machine can be set and adjusted in a very simple way thanks to 5 little wheels with the self-explanatory images, so you know exactly what to do. You see the size of the box to be measured so that you can set the machine accordingly. There's also a dashboard with very user-friendly icons. This means that you can choose the type of cycle you want the machine to comply with, so individual cycle, step cycle, or even continuous cycle. You can also decide the maximum number of boxes you want the machine to deal with. In this very specific case, I'm using a tape which is 100% compatible with both machines, so paper tape. This means you can really give a helping hand to the environment and disposal is easier. Look at the Robopac CF, so the flap closing machine. This machine is in stainless steel. This is what you need, especially for the food industry. This is also even more excellent for fruits and vegetables. Now, both machines come in 2 different formats because, of course, you need to process boxes having a different height, length, and width. So the machines are flexible. So as you can see, when the tape touches the box, there's a perfect adhesion thanks to a specific system. The name is Soft Touch. It is now included into our HD, so high definition taping heads. This means that the package is very safe and reliable. Oh, just a couple of examples for you with some products from the fruits and vegetables sectors that can be, packaged, into boxes. For example, these ones, so you can see here fruits. Now, fruits or vegetables may be put into these boxes for home deliveries, so directly into the box. Or, as we have seen before during the demo, this can also be a so-called second-level package by including some dried fruit or nuts packs. Thanks to the strong taping, you can also use this for heavier objects. Once again, back to fruits and vegetables. You may want to use, tins or tomato cans or even glass jars or anyway heavy objects. So this is the final result of the machine. If you need information, don't hesitate to get back to us. You may want to have information on the formats of the boxes that you can tape and the configurations of the machine. Just go on robopac.com. Otherwise, you can also talk to us. Thank you. Good morning. I'd like to introduce the Master Platter. This is a semi-automatic table which is included into the Robopac offer in terms of rotating discs. You can see the machine is 100% stainless steel, so both the base and the column. You have inverters, so you have a sweet start in the rotation but also in lifting. Robopac meets the needs of fruits and vegetables sector by offering 3 different types of bases. You have this one here. This is the standard one with the entire plate. In this case, you can have a ramp or, for example, a forklift. The second one is the trams pallet, the so-called TP3. Now, this means that you can use a trams pallet. You can see here the shape of the plate so that you can really use a manual or electric trams pallet. 3, it is possible to set the base during the installation so that you can get in from the right, the left or center. Now, Andrea will now help us use this kind of onion pallet. We will load it onto the machine. It's heavy, difficult to be wrapped. Thank you, Andrea. We're now going to wrap it with this kind of woven net. Now, the woven net will then wrap the onion bags, so they will be blocked onto the pallet, and of course the product can breathe because, once again, as you can see here, the net is macro perforated. Just choose the right point to fix this, like this for instance, and you just have to click reset, then followed by start on the dashboard to start the wrapping cycle. The machine beeps for 3 times in order to tell the operator that the machine is ready to rotate. So a sweet start thanks to the inverter. So the product didn't collapse. The machine understands the height of the product thanks to the photo cell. It is also possible to tighten or to loosen the net by using this handles that you have on the system. You can also use the extensible stretch film if you need, for example, an airtight packaging. It is easy to use thanks to the 3.5-inch color display that you can use with a jaw. Now the panel is closed. It's easy to be cleaned with a sponge or a cloth. So once again, this is what is required in the fruits and vegetables sector. The machine stops in the right phase, you just have to cut the net, and then of course you will fix it onto the wooden pallet. Master Plat, like all of the other Robopac rotating tables, can come with R connector. R connector will give you the performances of the machine from remote. For example, the number of pallets wrapped, the quantity of consumable, in this case the film or the woven net, and why not recurring firing alarms. So with this machine for industrial use, you can once again monitor performances from remote, especially if you have more than one machines in your plant. This is it for the time being. Don't hesitate to ask questions. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. Now, as you know, Robopac has been manufacturing machines with extensible film wrapping. Of course, we need to dispose of this consumable. Now, the extensible film, after depalletizing pallets, takes plenty of room or space. This is why we have created Recycle, which is created in order to compact this material that have to be recycled. As you can see, the machine is very sturdy and robust. The weight is 0.7 tons. At the same time, as you can see, it is very small, only 1 by 2 meters. Now, at the same time, it's easy to move because of casters, and it is user-friendly for users because it comes with a simple dashboard and just a few controls, so you don't necessarily have high-skilled operators. Now, in the dashboard that you can see here with a display, you can also see the percent of filling while you put the film inside the machine. It is also possible to choose 3 different sizes for the final bale, so small, medium, big. So let's start the test so you can see how the machine works. Now, while Claudia starts filling the machine with our film, the machine is very safe. It has 3 safety bars in a red color that the operator can touch or activate at every moment. The distance from the bar to the belt is more than 800 millimeters, which is the arm protection. So we're now, let's say, feeding extensible film, and in the display you can see that the machine is giving you information. We are now reaching 47%. The machine keeps compacting, the material thanks to a belt. It can also compress other types of materials, for example paper or cardboard. Now this is the example with extensible film. You can hear some noise, and this is of course the air that comes out of the different layers of the extensible film. So this material will be recycled, of course, for those producing compounds, or for example high-density polyethylene like this one, or even polyolefins. We're now reaching around 87%, so you will see in a second how much we will reduce the volume. The machine is very easy. If you don't use it, it goes into power save after 20 seconds. It will restart after putting new film inside the machine. Okay then, so our trolley is gone. We have some extra material here, so 97%. Maybe with this one, I'm sure we will reach around 100% of the capacity of the machine. So as soon as the machine is ready, so there will be a beep or a sound, and of course the light will turn on. The machine is able to compact so much film, so here we go. So what the operator has to do now is to take the film manually, like this. You need around 1.5 meters, and you just have to put it inside the machine. Now, this is what the machine needs to wrap the final bale. So there's a coil inside, and in a couple of seconds you will see that the machine will be able to show you the final product. So the film is being cut automatically by the machine. We're now ready to see the final product. So this is the compressed material. Here we go. Once again, we had all of the trolley, which is now being reduced. Now, the material was reduced up to 80%, exactly 80% versus the initial volume. This can be a big advantage for the operator because, of course, you don't need to move these huge volumes of plastics, from one side to another of the warehouse. And, of course, this also has a great advantage in terms of eco-sustainability. We don't have to transport plastics, so we can use it for, let's say, other purposes. Okay, this is it. Well, thank you. Once again, if you need information, you can send us questions, or you can go to our robopac.com website. Thank you. We are now at the very end of this preview of some of the solutions from Robopac machinery. This is what we can do for you if you are in the fruits and vegetables sector. First of all, thank you so much for participating, and thank you for the interest that you have shown onto the digital chart. Now you can keep using it. It will be a pleasure for us to give you further insights and information. On the digital platform, by the way, you will find information material of the new products that have been presented today. You can also visit our website robopac.com. Last but not least, don't forget that this is only the first of many thematic digital meetings that you will find on this channel. So, this is not a goodbye, but this is see you soon. We will see you soon on the Robopac's Tech Hub Plus. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.